All right. This is Testosterone Marshall here, and we're going to talk about really the why I went on testosterone replacement. That's a good question. For me, what I was really noticing for my personal effect is just I was just so tired and so agitated. Um, I teach for a living. I only teach a couple days a week, and just getting up and doing anything. I was dragging all day. Couldn't sleep really through the night. I'd wake up a lot, going to pee, and I was just so tired and so lethargic. Just felt like I was in a hole, and really life was over. I'm 40 years old. You shouldn't be like that. And so I went to my doctor and told him my symptoms. I'm tired all the time, and they told me all kinds of stuff. You need to lose weight. Yeah, I'm sure that's true, but they said you need to lose weight. They said I might have sleep apnea, which I don't. And they wanted me to take some tests where I'd have to sleep overnight with tubes all over me and all this kind of stuff. I mean, who's going to sleep like that? I mean, I already know before I even go in for the test, I'm going to show that I mess up because, I don't sleep very good outside of my bed. If I travel in a hotel, I sleep horrible. And so, I didn't want any of that kind of stuff. I just didn't have energy to do anything at all besides my normal waking up, making food, messing around a little bit with the children, and doing my teaching that I do. That was really all the energy I had. And I've really had energy for that. So I went down to the doctor and I asked him to test me for my testosterone level. And they gave me back. They told me, my doctor, all doctors, remember what I have to say, I'm not a doctor. I'm just some guy who wants to feel healthy. And so, whatever I say that's going on with me and whatever I did, go to your own doctor and figure these things out. Don't listen to me. Go to your own doctor. Make sure what you do is legal and all that. My doctor told me that my testosterone was 253, and the free level was like 5 point something. And so they told me, I forget what the free level's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be a lot more than that. And the level of testosterone for an average person is anywhere, for a man, is 300 for my doctor to 1200. Now some people will say 300 to 900 or something like that, but here I am, about 50 less than the lowest, 253. And my doctor told me after the test came back, all that, you're probably tired because of you're overweight and maybe you don't sleep proper. And I said, what about the testosterone levels? I've heard that testosterone does make affects not very good sleep, and then you're just tired all over. You just don't have energy. You don't have the drive that you should have. And so they told me that I probably needed something, but they wanted me to wait 3 months. And I thought, I'm dying right here. I can't move, can't think. Why do I want to wait 3 months? That's ridiculous. So I called one of the testosterone clinics online, and I sent them my blood work, and they said, we can help you out immediately. I said, oh man, that's going to be wonderful. And they put me on 150 milligrams of testosterone twice a week. And that's 75. And so I broke that up. Mondays, I take a shot, and I either take it here or here. Now you can take a shot where you just go into your, I guess you're not full of your muscle, but mine it goes into the muscle. I could take another shot, but this one I choose. You kind of have to figure out where your bone is and figure out where to put that. My wife actually helps me with these, so if you have a wife, they'll help. And if you're too scared for that, I guess just do it under the belly fat or something. You can handle that kind of stuff. But the more you do this stuff, the shots don't scare you anymore. Everything's scary at first. People are like, I want cream, I want lotion. From my understanding, the cream and the lotion doesn't work as well. And then you have the bad effect of maybe a loved one or a friend coming and touching it. Then all of a sudden, they have that testosterone on them. And you don't want your kids or your wife to have that on them. You just don't. And so the first week I took the testosterone. I don't know if it was just kind of a shot to the brain. And sometimes something happens, you don't actually feel anything. You think you feel something. But immediately I felt like I could think clearer. Didn't have any more energy the first week, but I could think clearer. And I felt like I could wake up and not be so tired. And it was wonderful. And it's, like I said, you just take the shot twice a week, Monday and Friday, and somehow you forget. Well, you just take it the next day. But I write it on the calendar when I'm going to take it and what has happened. And so I tell you, this has been. I didn't even start a video or anything until now, and this is 7 weeks into my testosterone. And 7 weeks, I can tell you what happened in those 7 weeks. The first week, immediately, I felt like I was out of kind of a hole, darkness. I don't feel like I slept any better until I was like 4 weeks into it. But I had more energy every day. I was just more awake, more alert. Something was messed up and dirty, I can go over and do it. Um, I've been doing a workout routine for almost 2 years now. It's nothing real big. I got dumbbells and do a full body workout. And I've been doing this through the whole pandemic, the whole sickness that went through the country. And I noticed my workout, and this is one thing I talked to my doctor about too, is I gained some strength up initially. Went from maybe doing curls and stuff with real low weight to a decent size weight. But then I noticed that the workout I wasn't getting any stronger, and I noticed that I wasn't getting any more weight, but also I was getting fatigued. 3 days a week, and then after a while the strength just kind of stopped, and I felt tired. Some days I felt weaker than others, and even on my strong days I didn't feel super strong by any means. And I noticed in the testosterone I'm able to work out. I haven't really challenged myself to go up in weight, but I went up in reps. Instead of doing sets of 10, I do sets of 20. And I do that because, I'm 40 years old, my joints ache sometimes. And I've heard that if you do lighter weight and more reps, it's better for your joints. And, I just don't want to ache and be in pain. But anyway, I'm able to double my rep count. I'm going from 10 to 20 on my weights. And so, the 7 weeks progression, I feel more alert, more able to talk with people. I did find myself having a little bit of acne, pimples on shoulders and stuff. And that's kind of went away. Like my body's gotten used to the testosterone, so that's kind of went away. And you know what? The doctor did give me this estrogen blocker. I forget this name of it, but you take this pill and it's supposed to cut your estrogen in half or something. And personally, I don't like that. I've taken it a couple times, and it made me feel emotionally wrecked. Probably, I would assume it felt like a woman that was starting her period, and the emotions were horrible. I call it a period pill. If you want to feel what it feels like for a woman when they say PMS, take it. If you don't do it. But then again, everyone's different. I don't think I need it. I've heard other people don't need it either. And so, if you're looking for this journey of how to get out of that black hole that you're in, and that's what the thing I was in. I was in a black hole. Couldn't think. And I can't. When I say I can't think, it's I can't really do much. I was able to do my studies for my job and teach about 4 times a week is what I teach, and I was able to do that. But literally, that was my whole life, just sitting there in my office and studying 4 times longer than I should just to get the material that I would have got in 4 times half the time if I could have thought. If it normally would take you a day to study some stuff out, it would take me 4 days. It's just ridiculous. And I didn't have any energy to go to the stores or anything. I just kind of let the wife do all that. Give her the money, you take care of it. And, so, if you want to get out of that hole and get more excitement in life, I would say testosterone replacement is a good thing, but go to your doctor and get checked out. There's all kinds of testosterone clinics out there. All right, and I'll give you an update here in a little while.